Hello, my name is Quinette Cook, and I write and illustrate stories for children and young adults. Today I'm going to share with you the 3 things I learned illustrating military life, stories and poems for children. Number 1, I learned that when you send samples for one project, you may just get an altogether different one. Most illustrators understand that when they submit portfolio samples for a specific project, there's a good chance they won't get that project. That was the case when I submitted art samples to Elvarisa for the book The Good Fire Helmet. Instead, they asked if I would be interested in illustrating military life based on a new piece of art that, on a whim, I had included with my samples. It was exciting and terrifying at the same time. I was given 3 samples of artwork by 2 different artists that the editorial team liked, styles that they felt were similar to mine and similar to what they wanted for this book. Yikes! These artists were amazing and already published. Part of me wanted to say no, but I knew that I would never grow as an artist if I didn't say yes. Number 2. I learned how to trust myself and the process. I like drawing people, and I love painting with watercolors. I think my best pieces were created using real-life models. Images were often pieced together and/or manipulated to make a larger final image. Fortunately, I knew a few tricks from my illustration and painting classes. Once the thumbnails were approved, I created full-page layouts, and once the layouts were approved, I started painting. When several of my final paintings were approved for composition and color, I felt comfortable enough to work ahead, often finishing paintings before the final layouts were approved. I did this to help stay on schedule. My editorial team gave great feedback and trusted me to do a good job. Some images could be color corrected or edited in Photoshop, but sometimes I had to start over. Number 3. I learned that illustrating an anthology is not the same as illustrating a traditional picture book. Most picture books have 32 pages, 1 author, and 1 story. This book has 48 pages, 12 different authors, and 13 unique stories. Instead of 1 or 2 main characters, I had to get to know and create more than 50. Some stories required 1 image, and some had multiple images. There were full-page and double-page spreads that bled off the page, and smaller images called spot art. In Just Like You, I did more illustrations than originally planned because the poem was too fun. I love doing the comparisons between parent and child. Although spot art, they required as much time as a larger painting. While these aren't my stories or poems, I did incorporate a few things that made them more personal to me. Because I enjoy gardening, I chose to illustrate the mother and daughter in Mama's Been Called Up, planting flowers. I asked friends and neighbors to be models. It helped make the illustrations better and made the process a lot more fun. Plus, they enjoyed seeing themselves in the book after it was printed. And finally, in lieu of a dedication on the title page, I created an image of moving boxes filled with my children's old toys and added their names on them. I hope that you enjoy this book. Share it with a young person and use it to inspire them to write and illustrate their own stories and poems. Thank you.